Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross and today I'm reviewing Mad Max Fury Road. So this is written by George Miller, Brendan McCarthy and Nico Latharus, based on the characters by George Miller and Brian Kennedy, and it is directed again by George Miller, so he's been committed to this series, hasn't he? And it stars Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, Nicholas Holt, Hugh Keays-Byrne, now in a new role, Rosie Hummington Whitley, Riley Kofu or something, Zoe Krazovitz, Abby Lee and Courtney Eaton. So this, as I said already, is the fourth movie in the Mad Max series, where Max Rokostansky is now played by Tom Hardy, and what happens is Max gets caught by a group of hunters and is survived and hunted by members of people he failed to protect. And of course there is the evil mad villain named Immortan Joe, and of course his wives are fleeing him with the help of Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron in this one. And yeah, I've been reviewing these films in the build-up to Furiosa. And of course they're on the run from him, and he goes after them with Max caught in all the action, and then he ends up helping them. And of course it turns into a big chase on the road with action in there, some tough explosions, some pyrotechnics, some insane post-apocalypticness, until the end when Max saves the day and Furiosa takes control over Joe's kingdom, and Max goes back onto the road where he wanders once again. So what did I like about this one? Well, this was, I think, served as part of a reboot as well as a sequel. I thought Tom Hardy, well, I guess he had big shoes to fill. Why Mel Gibson hadn't returned, I don't know. Whether it's because he was still going and he was still being, well, let's just say, recent years Mel Gibson hasn't been. We all know that. Anyhow, Tom Hardy playing Max I thought was okay. But yet, there was a theory around, wasn't there? Could Tom Hardy's Mad Max be the kid from the second film that doesn't speak and then narrates the film as an old man, the second film? That's the theory there. But Tom Hardy, I thought he was alright as Max. I feel that we didn't get to see him much in action until a good quarter of a way into the film. And this was more focused on like Furiosa trying to save Joe's wives. Immortan Joe, I believe, is played by Hugh Keays-Byrne, who was in a different role in the first Mad Max film, and he came back to play this villain. And yeah, he was quite the nasty person, with his whole like wanting his wives back, going, "No, my wives, that's my child, that's my property." Nicholas Holt, yeah, he looked like a skinny, weird, pale man in this, because he was. But yeah, seeing him play something out of those, I mean, like, Nicholas Holt's pretty much in nearly everything now, isn't he? But I thought he was a good support in this. Also, the wives of Joe looked beautiful and were like, but they were like just damsels in distress, and I felt we focused primarily on one of the wives, played by Rosie Humpington Whiteley, and was pregnant with Joe's child. But like I say, a lot of this takes place on a desert, hence the title, Fury Road, and there were a lot of good visual effects in this. You know, I mean, with it being the 21st century, I guess they didn't need to rely on a lot of practical sceneries and locations. They could just focus on a studio, and I feel sometimes the CGI did kind of kill the mood with it a bit, but I thought it was alright enough. Charlize Theron as Furiosa, you know, I thought was an interesting character, and I think that's why she's got her own prequel spin-off. And I will see that and review it when it's out. It doesn't come out it comes out this week, I think, in the UK at the time of recording this review. So yeah, you know, this film's about 2 hours long, but those 2 hours, they don't tend to drag. They're not a long 2 hours. They go by pretty quick because I enjoyed the film and enjoyed watching it. And you know, I feel that though Max kind of took a bit of a backseat in the first act of this film, but soon got springing, and that still had the same car that Max had in the previous movies. So yeah, they did something right. I mean, George Miller's still directing. I'm like, wow, yeah, I guess only one person, if anyone's going to direct the entire series, it's going to be him. The guy's a bit old, but hey, they've obviously done something right with this film because they're still making them now. So, Mad Max Fury Road. What am I going to rate this one? I thought it was decent. I will give it probably a 4. Yeah, let's say a 4 out of 5 for Mad Max Fury Road. So I don't think these films are bad. They definitely haven't turned it into a cash cow, at least not yet. But yeah, I thought this was a good entry. At first I wasn't sure if this was going to work, given it's a 4th film and Mel Gibson isn't coming back, but I think it worked. So yeah, there you go. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been a random review. So, until next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends, goodbye.